The Greeks of Asia Minor, a people who invented philosophy and the world's first scientific thought, who built lofty temples, who gave the world the epic poems of Homer and the histories of Herodotus, who traveled and traded from North Africa to the West, to the eastern steppes of Asia, a people who created an empire that lasted over 1,000 years, with a civilization unmatched by any of its contemporaries, a people who, although conquered and mistreated, survived, and in some cases even thrived under alien rule. What took 2.5 millennia to build took only 10 years to destroy.
Essentially, they did not want these people to exist in their traditional home. It was part of a Turkification policy, and yes, it met the full definition of what the United Nations has said in 1948 is genocide.
November 16, 1921, after leaving Samsun on my return trip to Harput, I passed the old man of Samsun. Greeks were being deported. Many of these men were feeble with age, but in spite of that, they were being pressed forward at a rate of 30 miles a day, and there was no transport available for those who were weak and ill. I passed many corpses of Greeks lying by the roadside where they had died from exposure. Many of these were the corpses of women and girls, with their faces toward the sky, covered with flies. Stanley Hopkins, Near East Relief.
What happened when the Turks came, when the soldiers came to take you away? What happened?
We just get out of the house and walk. You leave everything behind and you take a walk. The other house, and take them out, all of them. And took us, we walked. All day, about 8, 9, 10 months, we walked. We walked long way.
And what
And
happened?
there were children that were cold and they died on the way down, you know. And I could remember one boy, he died like this because he didn't had, at night when they get up, that's what they saw him. And then I went there and I saw him just like that. He died. And other families, you know. The road was marching out for 8, 9, 10 months is a long way, honey, long way.
I personally, this is my first and foremost important duty, to force my own government to face the history, to acknowledge historic wrongdoings.
It's part of universal human rights. And as anyone's rights are trampled, so are all people's rights trampled.
The Hellenistic population of Asia Minor was virtually non-existent any longer.
Coming to terms with what happened would allow both Turkey and Greece to move on.
Don't let the memory of what happened to these Greeks of Asia Minor be forgotten. Join in keeping their memory and story alive, and help fight against those who say that this never happened.
That night, my little sister died. And it was heartbroken. Nastasia, that died that night. She died of hunger. And I loved that girl. I loved her. And she wanted to sleep with me. She came and slept with me. And I had to get up for something. And that night she died.